how's it going? What you doing around these parts? Looking for a wild pseudo? He's still MIA, isn't he? Oh yeah, I'm looking at the Discord. Got a lot of nothing. Not good. Not good. Hold on. Get there we go, that works. I was working on this a little bit. It's pretty funny. Alright, 0G back off. Woo. There we go. Wonderful. Okay. Godly Orok Knuckles? Nope. No news. Hey, Big Ed. Peace out. Yesterday, I realized where I left off. I was like, what the hell's an Orok Knuckle?
Complicit!
No, you're complicit. Yesterday, where I left off in Ace Attorney was kind of a strange spot because I had 1 HP. And then is also the judge was... I went into a selection where I didn't have evidence and I wasn't supposed to select that, so I was actually soft locked. Let's just say now I'm not soft locked anymore.
I think we're soft locked LMAO.
Let's just say I'm not soft locked anymore.
Boom! Headshot!
Yeah, that was a soft lock situation. Thankfully, we're out of it. That was kind of trash. And I added a few commands to this thing. You can jump now. You change your move
reset
speed.
or get different save file.
None of the above. Would you like to try again? You can turn 0G on this, by the way. And then jump. Boom, boom, boom.
Why are we all goated?
Because this isn't Stream Avatars. It's the one I was making. You have to turn on 0G. Or maybe I should set gravity. It's a literal 0. Shoom. Maybe it's changed gravity so that it's a... Hold on, wait. All right. Real quick. I can make gravity a... I can make it with a parameter. So you can do percentages of gravity instead.
Why are moving so much? Good. This is very distracting.
Because right now I'm just kind of sandboxing it, right? I made it so that it's pretty wild. Avatar. Wait. What we could probably do is
complicit.
No, you're complicit. Shut it. There we go. On move speed, and then we could do, instead of doing 0G, we'll just call this one, we'll call it gravity. Gravity. Okay. Gravity. Ooh. Find the B to replace with a V. Okay. Now that she wants to bounce too.
I have located secrets file. Now to retrieve it.
Well, you have to turn on you have to turn off the gravity by hitting 0G. Welcome in, by the way. Set move speed. Hold on. You have to hit the 0G command while it's still available. Instead of 0G, we're going to say set gravity. I think that's what we do. And then this will just be a parameter that will be like, this will be percentage, I think. You're putting OG. This will be a float. We'll make this a float. Screw it. And then this will just be bar gravity multiplier. And this will be a float. This will default to 1. And instead of gravity enabled, gravity is not enabled. We could do like, yeah, hold on, times gravity multiplier. Yeah, that's it. And then if
is this strict static typing?
Gravity multiplier. I don't really know good GD script that well. Square's lazy. You can change move speed. Gravity multiplier is, if gravity multiplier is not equal to 1, then bam. Okay, set gravity. So we'll just say here that gravity multiplier equals percentage. Okay, and then we'll go back. On 0G, gravity multiplier. Oh, no, this is set gravity. Then we'll have that. We'll have the args is an array. And then this will be arg0. I think it's fine to take it like this, or, oh no, we gotta parse into a float. Oops, wrong one. Okay. Float. It said flout. Nice. Okay. On gravity, on 0G. And then we could rename this one to on gravity. There we go. Boom. And now this should just maybe work. I'm not sure. Oh my God. Godot crashed. All right, give me a second. Ligma. Yeah, it's a command. I'm sure it's a command. Don't make me turn that into command. You changed my terminal background to Doge. Oh my God. Oh my God. There it is. Okay. First. All right. Gravity 5. No, we could just say jump. So that's like a 5x multiplier. Sometimes the jumps are a little high. It's randomized. I kind of realize there's a bug. Hold on. There's a bug. If gravity is only if gravity is set to 0, I think. If gravity multiplier, let's say if this one equals 0. All right, let's try to jump again because it bounced. Yeah, there you go. You're bouncing. You become the DVD screen. You change your icon to DVD. Hold on. All right, let's try it again. Gravity 2. Jump. There we go. Gravity 0.05. Now we jump. There we go. Gravity's -6. That's right. That's a possibility. I didn't mention it, but you did it. And now you're attached to the ceiling. The weird thing is, why am I seeing two different things? Discard local changes and reload. Why? That's so weird. All right, anyway. Let's play some Ace Attorney. Let's finish it off. We're not soft locked anymore.
So how you get out of soft lock?
Use a little something along these lines. Hack into the process.
Oh, I didn't know it's that simple.
It's not that simple. I googled it online. Somebody made a lookup table for health and all that, so I just downloaded it and then imported it, and then it was easy. So it was just a matter of using the table that they made to look up the codes, and I was able to change my health. It's not simple to look it up by any means. Not at all. Why would this pop that up? Bing, 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 bing. All right, let's exit borderless game. We have to open up borderless game. Why do you gotta be like this? I don't understand. Why do you have to be like this? All right, let's try this again. But anyway, yeah, I got hit by the judge, and then we're back. Yeah, sometimes, you know, when they say you have evidence.
Such obvious soft locks got into remaster.
Yeah, it's a really obvious soft lock. What happens if you go into 1 HP and an option that you can't go back on? You should have the. You should just have the option to say, "Wait, never mind." That should have just been a thing, and that would have been a quick solution to it. Never mind. They could have updated it too, but they didn't. Okay, I think this is my issue. Alright. Where the hell is borderless gaming? Where'd it go?
Oh, Stream Avatar is back.
Yep, Dream Avatar is back. I brought it back. How do I undo? I don't really know how to... I might just have to get rid of this. Alright, let's just get rid of glaze. No more gravity? Yeah. Unfortunately, we're using stream avatars now. It's alright, one day. Oh no! Yeah, the TTS is you either use channel ports or your VIP or a sub. That's how it works. And I never changed the default. I never changed the default message, so don't let it hurt you. It's throwing knives in there, throwing knives in the wound. Full screen. All right, this is not full screening. Wonderful. Borderless gaming. Let's do this one more time. Boom. All right, we're gonna full screen now. What's that heart icon you have? What is that? Share the love?
To resort to VIP once sub expire.
You have to resort to VIP. If you got the points to claim it. I think it's pretty cheap. It was pretty cheap if I remember. What the hell, man? Can you just full screen the game? Please.
Yeah,
I don't know why
20k.
There it is. There it is. Oh, there it is. Yeah, okay. Oh, how many points you got? It should be easy.
20k.
You got 20k. You actually have the 20k. Okay. I made a second save just in case I screwed something up. But we're fine. Oh, wait. Yes, this was the soft lock right here. This is it. This was the soft lock. 1 HP, stuck at the judge. Yeah. I'll let you be the judge, but I am the judge. Game over. It was like, I swear to God, I chose every item.
Yeah, this is false question.
Yeah, it's a false question. I have no proof yet. I mean, I remember at the time I was like, I don't think I have proof. But usually there is something that kind of points to them. So, there's a bit of a trick. Normally the answer is yes. Appear. Flowey just appears. Hey, Flowey. No, Your Honor. At present, I have no conclusive evidence. CRG. In that case, this court is forced to penalize you for your allegations against the chief. What? Here's the tip. Never gamble what you can't afford to lose. Righto. It seems that Lady Luck was on my side again today. Okay, Judge, I'll leave the rest to you. I warned you earlier, Mr. Wright. This is an affront to a senior officer in our nation's law enforcement agency. What? Lady Luck, Maybe we should have a word with her. Mr. Edgeworth, what do you mean? There's one Lady Luck who knows the real truth behind this trial. We haven't yet had the honor of hearing her testimony. Lady who knows the truth. Yeah. The defendant, you fool. In the absence of conclusive evidence, the only other method of proof is testimony. But Chief Gant has invoked his right to refuse to testify. There's still someone else. One more witness who can answer all the questions raised in this trial. Someone right in this very room. Mr. Edgeworth, who is this person? You stupid. Oh, you stupid judge. Huh. Why are you asking me, Your Honor? Have you forgotten? The defense is the one calling the witnesses today. Mr. Wright, does such a witness exist? She may not be willing to tell the truth. We can't just stop now. Yes, Your Honor. Defense calls forth. Lana Sky. Take that. The defendant, Miss Lana Sky. She was in the underground parking lot at 5:15 p.m. on February 21st. Her task to dispose of the victim's body. In accordance with a certain someone's order. That's right. She was complicit. Oh. You got the Kool-Aid, man. That's Dark Souls, really. Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution has no objections, Your Honor. Well, very well. The court will now take its final recess for the day. In 15 minutes, we will reconvene to hear the defendant's testimony. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Huh? Chief, good. I thought you were going to eat. Listen, good Lana. He's talking to Lana. I don't think you need me to tell you this, but if you accept Mr. Wright's claims, there would be terrible consequences. He's just like admitting to guilt right now. That's right. Your sister will be found guilty for Neil Marshall's murder. Ah, this isn't good. Of course you'd never support such outrageous claims anyway, right? Just something to think about. Alright then. I've got a lunch date to meet. This guy is an actual psychopath. He doesn't care about anybody else. He only cares about himself. Alright. Okay, if there aren't any further objections. The court is now in recess. Hey, Flowey. What's the random frog? February 25th, 2:04 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 2. You have a game recommendation. And what would that be? Looks like we managed to stay in game. Yeah, thanks to your help, Edgeworth. That chief. He's something else, pet. Hey, pals? Ultra Kill? I think I've heard of it. Never played it. Hello, store. Okay. No, bring me to the store. It's like Doom. You know what's funny? I never played the Doom remake. No Man's Sky isn't very good. Yeah. Oh, okay, I see. Oh, it has like that retro feel to it. Hey, Brett is here. A little bit late. Brett, you missed the updated stream avatars showcase. Castle Crashers? I think I have that. Catch up in a Coco stream? That's right. That's right. I think I have that. You put ketchup on your bread? He probably does. It's more. You should probably say he puts bread on his ketchup. That one lagged me out. It lagged me out. Oh, it was a hard one. Wait, somebody changed my rules and info. Who changed my rules and info? You may eat at least one bottle of ketchup per day. Yep, that's how it is. True. True. It's kind of hard, but cool. Man. You can have it raw. Yeah, you can have the ketchup raw. Why would you go any other way?
Why happen when you cannot do that?
What happened? You cannot do that. No Man's Sky is like an off-stream game, right? Yeah, it seems that way. That's why I haven't gotten it yet. I'm not a detective anymore. Oh yeah, sorry about that. Don't worry, I've already decided where to work now. At your office. My office? Sure. I'll take place of that top-knotted girl you used to work with. What do you mean? Maya? Still, looks like we're all out of moves now. Chief Gant's done it again. How is it that he always gets the upper hand? It's not fair that he has the right to refuse to testify. I got soft locked yesterday, alright? Settle down, right? Remember what the judge said? But Chief, that's not right to be casually invoked. A certain risk to be considered. No, they are yesterday. Deltarune? Deltarune not tomorrow. Well, we'll play Deltarune when it comes out. Risk, what did he mean by that? It's simple. If the chief refuses to testify, the opposite also holds true. You mean he forfeits his right to say anything too? Is that the chief? Oh no, she's back. Emma, are you okay? Yeah, when I came to, I was in the medical office. I've been listening to the trial from the gallery, so she heard everything that's been going on. Emma, sorry for what I said before. No, don't be. It was the truth. You know, it's funny. I almost feel somehow relieved. Relieved? Yeah, now I finally know what really happened. To think that all this time, my sister was being blackmailed by a terrible man, and she did it all just to protect me. Ooh. Even her appointment as chief prosecutor. Everyone who knew her said she changed. Perhaps it was easier that way for her. What do you mean? What do you think I mean? To follow Chief Gant's orders. She must have shut herself up deep inside, to force herself to do anything and everything the chief told her to do. Deltarune Undertale soon? I cannot watch chapter 5 no more. It's almost over. Yeah, we went back to programming for a bit. It was all my fault. It's all because I murdered Mr. Marshall. Hey, don't go blaming yourself now. If you want to blame anyone, blame society, pal. Chief Gant may be able to fool everyone else with his forgery, but he can't fool my memory. I remember now. I knocked Mr. Marshall into that armor. I see. You better get back. It's time for the final act. That's right. Emma, why don't you wait? No, I'm going in with you. Lock her up.
You should do one shot after.
How about we lock you up? One shot? Ooh. When Lana tells the truth? I do have one shot now. Oh. It's a dead category on Twitch. But I could play it. Let's go, right? It's time to end this. One shot's what you usually do on your streams? Yeah, well, I never played it. I got it. I did buy it. There we go. Get off this soft lock. Look at that soft lock. Terrible. What happened to catch-up streams? February 25th, 2:21 p.m. District Court Courtroom number 9. Now then, will the defendant, Miss Lana Sky, please take the stand? There she is, finally. Miss Lana Sky, you're the chief prosecutor. I'm sure you're aware of what is required of you. But Mr. Edgeworth, you already know everything. You know all I've done these past 2 years. Please provide the court with your testimony, Miss Sky. And remember, you are under oath. You want to hear the truth, and nothing but the truth. So rest you God. Of course, the truth. Lana, no matter what happens, I'll always be your sister. Now then, your testimony if you will. First, tell us about your relationship with Chief Gant. Everything hinges on your testimony. You're the only chance we have to get Gant. Too much Gable to handle? When's the next black screen stream? For real. Gant and the fabrication. I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. How'd she lift the body? My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. Alright, let's get her to open up. Are you sure about this testimony? Your Honor, I'm confessing to a capital offense. Of course I'm sure. But Lana... Basically ultra kill emojis. Yeah, gun, tentacled, gun, angels, gun. Lexi boy. If this is true, then that means Chief Gant has nothing to do with this. That's what I've been telling you from the beginning. Please, Mr. Wright,
Basically,
you gotta help her.
in emojis. New moon face, pistol, blue circle, comet, pistol, blue circle, smiling face with halo, cross swords,
But she's
pistol,
telling the
blue
truth.
circle,
She's
red
not.
circle,
I know
mechanical
my own
arm,
sister.
pistol, blue circle, hole, prince, pistol, blue circle, yellow circle, pistol, blue circle, green square, pistol, blue circle.
Oh my god. Whenever she speaks stiffly like that, she's hiding something inside. Deep down, she's really screaming in agony. Yeah, this is no time to start second-guessing myself. That is the insane plot. The defense may now begin its cross-examination. Gant and the fabrication. Alright, we're gonna press her on everything. I worked alongside Gant for years. Hold it! Basically Undertale and emojis. Person in a hole. You mean Delta? Oh, yeah, for real. That is Undertale. Though I don't know so much about the smiley. How many years exactly? It's more of a straight face. How many years exactly? Ever since I made senior detective. Let's see, I was 24 then, so that'd be 5 years. Detective Gant and Detective Sky were legendary partners. Yeah, there you go, that's the face. I personally saw them testify in numerous cases. She must have been good coming from the same school as Mia. Damon Gant was a respectable detective, that's why. There's no truth to his blackmail theory. But think about it, this guy. You didn't murder Detective Goodman. You told me as much yesterday in jail. You still don't get it, do you, Mr. Wright? Any testimony you cannot present at court? That is useless as idle gossip. I stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. Oh my god, I forgot. Wait. We gotta suit up. Alright, we're suited up. We're good. I stabbed Detective Goodman with a knife. And I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. Wait, how'd you fabricate it all by yourself?
She keeps facing her back to us. Why we defending rude lady?
That's right, she did keep doing the back thing. That was kind of annoying. Not gonna lie. You do so to help your sister? Joe Dark was a serial killer. My sister almost became his last victim that day. We'll make our lawyer redeem. We can do it. We'll do it during stream management. Maybe we could do stream management after this, actually. I didn't want that incident to ruin her life. What she did was justifiable self-defense. She wouldn't have been charged with anything. That's not the point. She was traumatized that day because of that creep. That's why I couldn't forgive him. Lana. That's why you fabricated evidence 2 years ago. When I found Prosecutor Marshall's body, I rearranged the crime scene. How did you do it? You say you did this all by yourself. Yes. Would you mind telling us what you found when you arrived at the crime scene? Seems I was the first person to discover the crime scene. The broken prosecutor award knife was stuck in the victim's body. Oh, she was not the first person there. What? It is real, apparently. But Prosecutor Marshall died from an unfortunate accident. That's only a situation you dreamed when was possible. The reality is, it wasn't my sister who took the prosecutor's life. Fantasize all you want, Mr. Wright, but I'll never change this statement. You mean Prosecutor Marshall wound up being killed by Dark? Something like that. If that is so, what happened to the other murder weapon? Dark was carrying a switchblade knife. Later, Ketchup. Oh, I was lying on the floor a little distance away. It was probably knocked away in the struggle. That's not how it went down. She's trying to cover up lies with more lies. All just to protect me. Gavel smack. So when you found the scene like this, what did you do? After all, this is what everything boils down to. Yes. I broke off the tip of Dark's knife and planted it inside the wound and moved the body. Hold it! How'd you move the body? You planted the tip of Dark's knife in the victim's wound. Then you moved the body. But why? Why would you do that? You of all people should know, Edgeworth. You've always had good head on your shoulders. My head isn't that bad, but maybe I ought to ask for the sake of others.
How the hell do you snap a knife tip?
Yeah, I don't know how you snap a knife tip, and I don't... Well, you know, maybe a switchblade knife is actually weaker. Like, it's possible you could snap it. I don't know. My bigger question, yeah, like, is also how did she move the body? The body was impaled on the knight's armor, which was kind of high up, so she's like shoulder pressing a body that's heavier than her. Come on, let's be real.
Shot, you're snapping a switchblade.
Okay. Hey, if switchblade is that strong, then yeah. So why did you plant the knife? Why did you move the body? She moved the body because... Well, I already know I should planted the knife, but why did you move the body? When you showed up on the scene, where exactly was the victim's body? It was where you deduced it was, by Chief Gant's desk. But the body was found by your desk. Why did you move it there? The reason for that is simple.
Professional Polish person here, so I know about knives.
Professional Polish person. Let's have the witness explain this in more detail. The reason Miss Sky moved the body. Yes. The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan. Hold it! Piece of the jar, you mean? Yes, that wretched jar you showed us earlier. In order to show that Dark committed the crime, I felt it would be more expedient to move the body. So,
jar part 2.
When you first found the body, the jar was already... Of course, it had been shattered to pieces. If you looked at the crime scene, it would be clear right away what happened.
I use knives while cooking so I can give knife tips.
Neil Marshall was dead and Dark was lying unconscious. I use knives while cooking so I can give knife tips. Knife tips. Doesn't everybody use knives while cooking? Come on. Come on. You don't use a knife, you're not cooking. I don't want to tip of your knife. For real. In other words, the jar must have been broken during their struggle. I see. What's the matter, Emma? Apparently the jar shattered at the time of the crime was committed, but I have a feeling there is more to it than that. There must be a contradiction here somewhere. Anyway, I committed this fabrication completely alone. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted, and it had nothing to do with Emma. It had everything to do with Emma. So you rearranged the crime scene. Are you sure you didn't do this to keep Emma from looking like the murderer? How many times do I have to tell you, Mr. Wright? Emma didn't do it. Emma didn't do it, period. Are you so desperate to hide the fact? You're willing to risk the death sentence? She's lying. She did it, so I wouldn't be able to blame for what happened. In any case, as a prosecutor, what I've done is unpardonable. There's nothing I can do to make up for my actions. Mr. Wright, my sister's lying. It looks like she's determined to protect you at the end. Let's do the knife. She insists she fabricated evidence by herself. There's no way she could have done it all alone. I've got to get Lana to talk more. If she's lying, then she's bound to slip up and make a contradiction. Alright. Broke a tip of Dark's... Okay, here we go. You planted the... Okay, here we go. The task. Okay, why did you plant the knife? But why did you do that? Come on now, Mr. Wright. Even you should be able to figure that out. Gavel smack. Very well, let's add this to the witness's testimony. The reason Miss Guy fabricated the knife. There we go. I knew the tip of the weapon found buried in his body would be proof, all the proof we needed. Hold it! Haha, big brain. According to your testimony, Prosecutor Marshall's broken knife was the murder weapon, right? Yes, and leaving it at that might point the blame away from Dark. I felt the most effective way to get him convicted would be to have the tip of his knife found inside the victim's body. So you buried it inside the victim's stab wound? Yes. Because I hated Dark for what he did. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted, and it had nothing to do with Emma. Okay. Broke off the ticket. Okay. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, where's the, Jesus, we have so much evidence, guys. What is this? We have so much evidence. Okay. Oh, that was dirty. Bro, you just got smacked. Stabbed in the back, died from punctured heart and lung. A knife tip was in the wound. Yeah, there's like 3 pages of evidence. I think. Yeah, it's 3 pages. Okay, stabbed in the back, died from punctured heart and lung. The knife tip was found in the wound. Okay. So, I mean, she's not lying about planting the knife tip, probably. But was it her that did it? Emma's written on the surface in blood. I mean, how would she have known the wretched jar, like, if it was already broken?
But to be honest, that's quite realistic.
She said it was already broken. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. I mean, I have all the dialogue, right? I think I have all the dialogue. So you rearranged the crime scene. Are you sure you didn't keep this? Okay, yeah. So we did this one. Oh my god. Look at all the dialogue. Okay, we probably do have a contradiction here. I broke up Tip's knife, Dark's knife, planted inside the wound, and moved the... I just don't know how, she would have done all that. But it wasn't it the, it wasn't the tip of the knife that was in the body, it was the, the weapon from this thing. Do I just show this one? Is it this that I show? No, it's not that one that I show. It'd have to be from the thing I can show. Because it wasn't the tip of the knife that was found in the body. There we go. I have to do it on this one, maybe? No? Do I have to show the picture? Think about the most obvious contradiction first. Oh, this one points out to me first, because this is also a contradiction, right? My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. Oh my god, I pressed next. Oh, wait, no, hold on. Hold on. Alright, let me just look at the evidence real quick. Okay. Then she can't save. Evidence for something, but what? We don't know yet. MS Guy's prints.
December 3rd.
I mean, this is the, present your badge while you're at it. This is what was found in the body. So she's lying about that. Neil Marshall.
They found a picture in the body.
No, it has to do with what's in the picture, though. This thing. This was what was found in the body, no? Single stab wound piercing the heart and lung. Assessment died from blood loss in under 10 minutes. Weapon found in the wound was missing. Oh! Right, okay. So it's this one, I think. Your Honor. Oh no! Wait, am I on the wrong sentence? Oh no. It was missing the tip, like, but let's talk about the weapon. Well, let me save it before I screw myself again. Before I screw myself. Nah, I'll figure it out. I always figure it out in the end. Bears Emma Sky's prints. But I mean, like, this, is it still not relevant? I don't know when I could bring this up. It doesn't seem like it's a point where I could bring it up yet. Is it? Maybe it is relevant now. Fabricate the evidence. Move the body. I knew the tip of the weapon found buried in the body would be all the proof we needed. My only motive was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. It had nothing to do with Emma. It had nothing to do with Emma. No. Oh, no! God damn it. He did have something to do with Emma. Okay, I knew the tip of the weapon would be... Okay, so tip of the weapon. Tip of the weapon. Come on. Please. Nobody knows what the piece of cloth is. Isn't it from the guy's clothing? Obvious evidence? The switchblade knife? I mean, that's the obvious evidence. Because this was not the... God damn it, this was not the knife. Look at that blade. You're not snapping it. That's what I mean. Oops. I'm about to snap it myself. Alright. Buried in the body would be all the proof we need. But it wasn't buried in the body. For real. Like, how would she even do this? She talked about the jar, too. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago by myself. I broke the tip of Dark's knife, planted it in the body wound, and then moved the body. How would she... How would she even move this? Like, how would she move the body? Like, how do you move it? I don't know. How would you move it? She's shoulder pressing somebody heavier than her. Well, she did kick over a barrel full of water, too, to be fair. She's actually scientifically investigate every piece of evidence. That'd be a better use of your time. Shut it. No evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Hey, Dragon. How's it going? Ding, 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 ding. This is a handprint, right? Yeah, someone left behind an oil stain on the fabric. Oh, whoever it is must have had a really oil hand. Wait, right, think about it scientifically, huh? A more likely explanation is the person slipped and fell on a freshly waxed floor, getting wax all over their hand. Well, that would account for this amount of oil, I guess. I don't see what's so scientific about it, though. It happens, you know. I always slip on floors at school when they're waxed. Yeah, it just so happens that this is your handprint. Press every single one of them until it clicks. Hold up. We got sourdough bread with butter and chillin'. You're on vacation now? I mean, most of this has been pretty straightforward. Planted, I broke off this cloth, this oil. Vacation. Time off. That's what it pretty much is like. 2 weeks working, 2 weeks not working. Like that's not a bad deal, too. Fabricated the evidence 2 years ago by myself. I broke off the tip of Dark's knife and I don't know how she would do any of this. Like, it sounds ridiculous. She would need a big muscly man to help her out with this kind of thing, I think. She looks kind of slim. I mean, obviously that's what I gotta do, right? My brain isn't doing it. All right? My brain isn't doing it. Work alongside Gam for you.
Sour, it's a scam.
It's just dough. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. There's truth to it. I mean, here's the handprint that... Wait, did I save it? I mean, there's so many problems with what she's saying. That's the problem. I know, that's what I'm saying. She kicked over the barrel, too. I mean, this is an issue, too, right? God damn it. We're not soft locking ourselves again. Okay. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. Then why was this evidence in Gant? Why was it in his thing? It's like everything she's saying is a lie. That's the problem. Everything she's saying is a lie. That's the issue here. Broke off the tip of Dark's knife, planted in the wound. I knew the tip of the weapon would be found. I feel like this is the statement right here that I need to get into. According to your testimony, Prosecutor Marshall's broken knife was the murder weapon, right? Yes, and leaving it at that point might point the blame away from Dark. I felt the most effective way to get him convicted would be by having the tip of his knife found inside the victim's body. So you buried it inside the victim's stab wound, yes. Because I hated Dark for what he did. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted. It had nothing to do with Emma. She's actually starting to convince me. We have an issue. Okay. Evidence list. Use them onion brain juices. I swear to God, separating each time you do this on a different day is like, it messes with your brain. You just start forgetting things. I feel like you just got to do this all in the same day. Keep it fresh in your head. Damon Gant, Lana Sky. I don't know if this is relevant. This is not relevant. Evidence list. Let's think about this. So she gave me the evidence law stuff. Fine. I don't think it's relevant here. The piece of cloth is something that has Emma's print on it, but I don't think we can do anything there. This one is just the picture that we used before. I don't think it's relevant to right now because it shows the broken knife, but like she's talking about hiding the murder, so there's no relevance here. It's just a picture of that. She says she took out the knife. Weapon found in wound was missing a tip, so this is actually correlating to what she said. Trial data. I don't know if that's relevant to anything here. Unstable jar. Wait. Hey, look here. It's hard to make out, but there's a dark red stain here. Looks like blood. This piece that she has is different, though. This one line. That is odd. Yes, well, we did do this before.
This is an easy one. What you doing?
What do you mean, what am I doing? What are you doing, alright? Huh? This thing doesn't have a bottom. Wonder what side is up. What's the purpose of a bottomless jar? How about I tell you that you're easy, alright? How does that make you feel? You're easy. The statements? Okay, I worked alongside Gant for years. There's no truth to this blackmail theory. I fabricated the evidence 2 years ago all by myself. I broke off the tip of Dark's knife, planted inside the wound, and moved the body. I knew the tip of the weapon would be found buried in the body and would be all the proof we need. My only motivation was to get Dark convicted and it had nothing to do with Emma. Those are all the statements I have. Alright. Don't want a hint. It is a contradiction I need, right? Or do I need to press something? If I need to press something, then fine. But if it's contradiction, I'll figure it out. Complicit! No, you're complicit. I feel like this might be relevant. You need to press. You already had a better situation before. Oh, did I? Oh. Oh, it changes the statement again? Okay, I didn't know this. Hold on, give me a second. Oh, Lana, that's what you fabricated 2 years ago. That was the wrong one. I found prosecutor, rearranged the crime scene, my only motivation. Okay, this one. I broke off the tip. Oh, okay. I didn't know that. Okay, so we have one over here. Why did you move the body? So this is the why did you move the body? Yeah, this was the question that I thought was important. Okay. I just moved to the other one after. I didn't know that it gets rid of the previous one. Okay. Piece of the jar that shattered. This is what I was talking about. The piece of the jar. I was wondering where this went. Piece of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan. My motivation. Here we go. Hold it! Piece of the jar, you mean? Yes, that wretched jar you showed us earlier. In order to show that Dark committed the crime, I felt it would be more expedient to move the body. So, when you first found the body, the jar was already... Of course, it had been shattered to pieces. That's not true. If you look at the crime scene, it would be clear right away what happened. Is it? Wait, is it? No, it wasn't broken. The monitor must have been broken during the struggle. It wasn't broken. It wasn't. That's a contradiction. Apparently, the jar shattered at the time the crime was committed. But I have a feeling there's more to it than that. Yeah. Yeah. What happened was, when they were erasing the evidence, they shattered the jar to make it look like it happened during the crime. And because they saw that Emma's name was written on it, they shattered it. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. Let me just save it, though. Yeah, there you go. This is what I was looking for before. Yeah, I was like gaslighting myself. I was like, I remember a statement about the jar, and now it's gone. I don't know where it went. But I was like, maybe it just really didn't happen. Yeah, there you go. There you go. This one's the obvious one. Miss Guy, I understand how you feel. You committed that crime 2 years ago to protect your sister. You mean the forgery at the scene where Neil Marshall was murdered? If that truth were to be exposed now, the past 2 years of your life will have been in vain. Even so, I am compelled to bring everyone's attention a significant contradiction within your testimony. A contradiction in my testimony? You testified, and I quote, "The pieces of the jar that shattered during the events threatened my plan." That's right. How could they have threatened your plan if you didn't know what was written on them? You have a problem with that? It's simple oversight, really. You see, a message was written on the jar with the victim's blood. Yes, the prosecutor must have written it in his final moments. Well, how would you have known it if it was shattered all over the floor? Exactly so. And this is where the contradiction lies. I should not realize this. In order for the victim to be able to write the message on the jar, it must not have been broken before he died. Ah. Ha ha, fool. You fool. He couldn't have written Emma's name on the shattered jar. Order, order, Your Honor, it would appear more information is needed in regard to this jar and its bloody message. You may be missing something critical here. Something critical. Reclaiming the win. Oh, shit. Chief Prosecutor, seems you're as in the dark as we are about the truth towards which we're headed. What? Just tell us exactly what you saw. We'll piece together the information to arrive at the truth. Very well. The witness may now continue her testimony. Ha ha! You are not the winner, Big Ed. How does it feel? Jar and message in blood. This jar keeps coming back. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar, but it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. You mean you were the one who wiped away the message in blood? I wasn't chief prosecutor at the time. She didn't think Dark was the real murderer. That's why she tried to erase the real evidence. Very well, the defense may now begin its cross-examination. You gotta open the Twitch app. That sucks. Immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar. Hold it! So the jar was already broken. It's a miracle that thing hadn't broken earlier. It certainly looks as feeble as the defense's case. But not as feeble as the judge's judgment. You were an ace detective who never missed a detail. Do you really expect us to believe you didn't investigate what was written on the jar pieces? Normally I would have. But it was too dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. Hold it! So you didn't know your sister's name was written on the jar? No. If I had known, I would have gathered all the pieces and ground them to dust. Damn. Well, that helps my case. Lana, you do that for me? Seems you two might make up yet. Anyway, I just barely had enough time to move the body as it was. someone happened upon the scene, you'd lose your chance to erase the evidence. You must have been in a hurry. I was. I knew I had to destroy the evidence before anyone came. This is rather shocking. Shocking. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. Hold it! I'm afraid this action of yours reveals what really happened. What do you mean? If you really thought Dark killed the prosecutor Marshall, you wouldn't have wiped away the blood. What else? What else could I have done in this situation? Lana, I only had a few moments. There wasn't enough time for me to do anything else but gather up the pieces. The fragments were so large, so I'm sure I got them all. Hold it! But how could you see with the power out? It should have been pitch black in that office. A detective is always prepared, Mr. Wright. Even now, I always carry a pocket light and a camera with me. Now she's mentioning that she has this. She said it was too dark before, and now she said it was no problem because she has a light. Even I carry a bottle of emergency luminol wherever I go. I never miss anything. I got every last piece. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. So, you legally rearranged the crime scene. Yes, I don't have any excuse for my actions. I'm so sorry, Lana. I didn't know. I treated you so badly all this time. It's not too late. There's still plenty of time to make up. After we've got to the bottom of this incident. Ooh. No doubt this day will leave a permanent stain on the history of the prosecutor's office. More contradictions have surfaced in her testimony. Your sister's really putting up a fight. She must really care about you. Still, she's not doing this the right way. I think I finally figured out the contradictions in her testimony. There's one final possibility that might turn everything around. A day later, Pluie has been added. Pluie? Isn't that from, Pluie. That's the... It sounds like the character from... Oh my god, it's an anime. It's like the little dog thing. Hold on. Who is Pluie? Uh-oh. Someone's angry. Brett, was this your post?
Pluie is fake.
I was only asleep for 5 hours. I'm pretty sure Pluie was from an anime. Yeah, Rave Master, there we go. It's from this anime, Rave Master. That's the name of a character. Is this guy? Oh, it's Plue. Oh, shit. Oh, I mean, this is such a bread thing. I was only asleep for 5 hours. Who is Plue? This is 100% bread. We found Bread's post. I immediately noticed the blood traces on the jar. But it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. Be safe, I wiped away the blood. Hold on. Can we investigate the jar again? Alright. Neil's autopsy report. I wiped away the blood. Fragments were so large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. I wake up and suddenly on Deltarune there's 37 Pluie theories and half of Reddit is Pluie shit posts. That was 100% bread then. I got it! I'm sure I got them all. Be safe, I wiped away the blood. but it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. It was dark in the room, I didn't have time to check. I immediately noticed blood traces on the jar. But it was dark in the room and I didn't have time to check it out. To be safe, I wiped away the blood. The fragments were so large, so I'm sure I got them all. All I could think about was wiping them clean before they were discovered. But why would she wipe them clean if she didn't know that Emma's name was written on it?
The subreddit
Like, that doesn't make
is so
it.
stupid that I had to mute it.
You're just pissed that you missed out on the Pluie hype. You're just pissed. It's alright. Let's just object here with the jar. Miss Guy, I believe this jar conceals a truth even you are unaware of. What? We found the final piece of the jar in Chief Gant's safe. In the chief's safe? But how? I knew it. She really didn't know. There's something even more disturbing about that final piece. There was still blood on it. But the witness just testified that she gathered every last piece and wiped the blood off of them. Yes, which leaves us with only one explanation. The judge was Gant was there too. On the night Prosecutor Marshall was murdered, you were not the first one to show up to the scene. Chief Gant got there before you. But couldn't the defendant have simply missed a piece? I'm afraid that's unlikely. The pieces are too big for anyone to miss, let alone an ace detective. That may well be, but everyone makes mistakes. Even I once wasted an entire day looking for my dentures. They were in my mouth all along. Ha! Can you believe that? I've done that with my glasses. I've been looking for them. They're on my head. Have you forgotten, Your Honor? When this witness arrived at the scene, the jar was already broken. Oh, that. There's no way a name could have been written on a shattered jar. Another person discovered the scene prior to the witness. I hope you're not implying the person was Chief Gant at the time he was looking. We're dark downstairs. Besides, even if he was there first, why would he break the jar? Here we go, the objections are flying out. The question is, if he did arrive there first, why did he hide the facts for 2 years? Well, Your Honor, can you answer us that? No. No. The judge is blowing up. Wait, why? I feel like we're fighting the judge right now. Wait, I'm not the one on trial here. Damon Gant arrived at the crime scene prior to the witness. It's not a theory, it's proven. He proceeded to break the jar and purposely hid one of the broken pieces. Question: what is this action called? Fabrication of evidence.
Stop attacking Judge.
But why would Chief Gant do that? I can't stop. I won't stop. In light of what happened afterwards, isn't it clear? What happened afterwards? Discovering the scene, Lana Skye believed her sister Emma killed the victim. Determined to help her sister, she sought Gant's aid. Lending her his aid, Gant helped her create evidence that incriminated Dark, sparing Emma, and therein lies the reason. The reason why Miss Skye became the chief's puppet. Oh, she's biting her thumb. No, I did it on my own. Yeah, you clearly look like it. Please, sis, stop trying to protect the chief. I can't watch you suffer anymore for my sake. No, you didn't. It wasn't you, Emma. You didn't kill anyone. Don't believe anything Mr. Wright says. Defense attorneys make up the most foul lies to defend their clients. Foul lies? Imagine that coming from my own client. Pluie, I cannot take this anymore. Oh, Brett is going back to his Reddit post. I guess you do seem to the type who likes to twist the truth. Wait a minute. What if we're still smack dab in the middle of Gant's trap? Is something wrong, Mr. Wright? Lana, Maybe right after all. What do you mean, miss? What do you mean right? So what? So you do tell Fell Eyes then, Mr. Wright. She's ready to write her notes. This guy, please testify once more. But if evidence is fabricated behind your back, then Emma's accidental killing of Prosecutor Marshall might also be a lie. But I do remember knocking over Mr. Marshall, this guy, if you will. Oh shit. I can't. There's nothing to be afraid of anymore. This cross-examination may not change a thing. However, there is a possibility that it will if you tell the truth. Very well. I'll testify about what I really saw. Oh my god. Is she finally gonna tell the truth? Alright, the witness may testify once more for the final time. She's on her 1 HP now. Actual crime scene. When I arrived, I found Mr. Marshall's body impaled on the suit of armor sword. Emma and Dark were lying unconscious on the floor nearby. When I saw what happened, I thought she did it. That's why I erased all the evidence that linked her to the murder. I had Chief Gant help me remove the body from the sword and carry it. Yes, but if all really was fabrication, Emma might be innocent. Unbelievable. The body was impaled on the armor sword? You were the only one who saw that. If only you had proof. Actually, I do have proof. I gave it to Mr. Wright just this morning. What? To me? Oh my god. There it is. It's in the book. It's a picture I took of the crime scene as I encountered it. And he didn't look in the book enough, I guess. Silk Song is tomorrow? Yeah. More like never. I thought it might be needed. But I don't remember receiving a picture like that. Lana must have known. See, Mr. Wright? She really does have faith in you. Very well, Mr. Wright. Please present this picture. I don't remember receiving any pictures from Lana. Lana said she gave it to you this morning, right? I seem to remember getting something from her then. Let's check the evidence again. There must be a picture in there somewhere. It's right here. Oh my god. And now we can look at the book. Here we go. Peel. There it is. I tried. Every time I clicked the book, it just went black and just showed me text. All right. All right. Hey, there's a picture here. He didn't want to do it though. I knew it was going to be more significant than this. It's just he never learns. They don't know how to turn over papers and open books. These lawyers. Oh my. This is the actual crime scene. No, the detective saw the crime scene like this. Because I contacted Criminal Affairs only after I had rearranged everything. And a piece of his suit is missing. Lana's picture inserted into the court record. There you go. Mr. Wright. That piece cut out from his vest. Could that be the cloth we found inside Chief Gant's safe? What's this? This is a handprint, isn't it? Yes, it is. That cloth, it had fingerprints on it. Whosever fingerprints those are must be the real murderer. What? But those fingerprints, they're yours, Emma. Why are your lips turning all purple, Mr. Wright? Anyway, let's get on with the cross-examination. So long as you tell the truth, we should be able to flush out the real murderer. Very well, the defense may now begin its cross-examination. Actual crime scene. Don't you know? Gant always uses gloves. When I arrived, I found Mr. Hold it! There he is. He's always using gloves. Like, he has gloves on right now. He never leaves a fingerprint anywhere. Come on now, OG. This is the poorest excuse for a trial I've ever seen. See, look, the gloves. He's always ready to crime. That's right. Crime has just become a verb. He's always ready to crime. Chief can't. What, now you want to make me out as the bad guy too? If so, I'd like to put in a word or two in my defense. I'm afraid it's too late for that.
Gant just always swims, so he wears swimming suit.
He's wearing a swimming suit. Yep. Swimming in blood. You already declined to testify. That means you forfeited your right to make statements of any sort. This must be that risk we were talking about earlier. You sit back, relax, and enjoy the sound of the noose tightening around your own neck. So what? You think I'm worried? A little bit. You got struck by lightning just now. Oh. And boom. There it is. We criming this evening. Sorry to disappoint you, but I don't need to make any statements. You didn't see any message? Weird. How not? What do you mean? The evidence will do all the talking for me. Even if I can't testify, I can still present evidence. Yes, that's true. Wait, you mean you still have some conclusive evidence? No, I don't, but someone does. Someone? So, what's your excuse, Righto? Why have you been keeping quiet about it? You do have something to show us, right? Something that proves who knocked over Neil Marshall, causing his death. Conclusive evidence that leaves no room for doubt. Is this true, Mr. Wright? If I show that piece of evidence now.
Raspy voice?
Because he sounds like it. Emma's sure to be made out as the murderer. Mr. Wright, if you have any more evidence, present it now. And if you try to conceal anything, you'll be the one appearing before the Board of Inquiries. What do I do now? I better think this through carefully. I can't afford to make the wrong decision. Should I present that piece of evidence? The one that shows who really killed Prosecutor Marshall? Let's see. So if we show the evidence, do some criming and hide evidence, just like the prosecution. I feel like we should show it here. Because right now he's trying to get us... He's really pushing for us to do it, which makes us not want to do it. It's like reverse psychology. And doing so seems like a bad idea because it has Emma's fingerprints on it. But maybe there's something else there that we can find out from it. We're not hiding evidence. Yes, Your Honor, I do have further evidence. All right. The time's finally come to show it then. Those prints have got to be the chief's. They're not. No, then, let's see this conclusive evidence. Evidence that shows who actually murdered the prosecutor. I mean... It's a piece of leather cloth. Yes, it most likely was cut from the victim's vest near his chest. What's this? There's a big handprint on it. Surely it must have been left on the cloth by whoever shoved the victim into the sword. What? Whose handprints are this? I'm sure Righto has checked, haven't you? Well, whose are they? They're Miss Guy's. Miss Emma Sky's. What? They're mine? So I really did do it. See, I told you it was conclusive. Objection. But this was found in your safe. That means it's possible you forged it. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't remember any cloth in my safe. Do you really expect me to believe that? But give it up, Mr. Wright. It's over. Jar lining puzzle? Yeah, I did it. You mean where I have to spell out Emma? That was easy. You shouldn't have presented that. By presenting that evidence, you tied Emma Sky to Neil Marshall's death. No. It appears we have our killer. No.
Ace doesn't
No.
hide on purpose, they just always hide stuff from him.
Everything hinged on that. In the end, Lana was alone. Guilty. Hey, at least they can spend at least they can spend eternity together in jail with each other. Fine. The jar lining puzzle. I mean, I'm pretty sure I did that puzzle when you were on stream. Your Honor, I don't have evidence I can present at this point in time. What? You lie. Chief Gant. You opened my safe. I know you took what was inside. Oh. Oh, he messed up. The conclusive evidence. I don't know what you're talking about. Mr. Wright, why don't you show them? We found it together. Oh, I see. It's because you know the truth, don't you? You know his fingerprints are on it. That's why you won't present it. What are you talking about, Chief Gant? Can't you figure it out? Take a good look at this picture. See the victim's vest? Notice anything odd about the chest area? There were two puzzles. One was to put it together from scratch. The second one was just to put the top piece on it. And the third one was to do spelling the name on it. I mean, the first one was the hardest, but it looks like part of it's been cut off for some reason. You mean you had this in your safe? What? That means you, Chief of Police, have been concealing evidence. This is going to be the biggest scandal in the history of the police department. Impressive. To be honest, I didn't think you had the gall, Righto. Well, I can't just let you pin me up as the murderer. I'll tell you what really happened. Ha ha. The Blue Badger one? I don't know, it was done pretty quick, I think. You mean you admit to it? Yeah, the controls, oh my god, the controls are really bad. The controls are terrible. It's like it's all over the place. But besides that, it was alright. I mean, you just brute force it a little bit, it just works. I was the first person to arrive at the crime scene that day. It then occurred to me that I could use this situation to control Lana. So you really were manipulating her. It was really precise, really? I don't know. Oh, I used the controls, so it kind of flipped them for me, I guess? I don't know. I didn't use the mouse. I knew Lana. I made it look like the blame lay with her sister. That when she saw the scene, she would ask me for my aid. So you assisted Miss Sky. There was some other people struggling? I don't know, it wasn't that bad. Just the controls were shitty, but besides that, it was fine. I thought that's why you said it was terrible, because of the controls. I told her to arrange all the evidence. I had her plant the knife tip in the victim's body and move the body across the room. And I ended up using that evidence to get Joe Dark convicted. When I tampered with the crime scene, I had two pieces of evidence. This was before Lana arrived at the scene, mind you. Two pieces of evidence. You mean those items in your safe? But why? For insurance, of course. Insurance. I was sure my plan would work, but it's always the best to be prepared for the worst. I wasn't about to let anyone blame me for a murder that girl committed. You mean you were calculating that far ahead while forging the evidence? What do you take me for, a fool? I didn't make the police chief by dumb luck. See this jar fragment? I hit the most legible part of Emma's name. I didn't expect Lana to go in white blood from all the pieces. But if you fabricated all the evidence, what's to say you didn't fabricate the message on this jar too? Ho, ho, ho. Some people just don't know when to quit, do they? That's why I kept one more item for insurance. You mean that piece of cloth? Come on, Righto. Cough it up already. I know you have it. What are you waiting for, Mr. Wright? She admitted to then, Chief Gant. You were hiding a cloth you cut from the victim's vest in your safe. Yes, I admit it. I didn't want to have to do that, being chief and all. But it's a lot better than being portrayed as the murderer. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say for yourself? Just a moment ago, you said you didn't have any evidence you could present. Foolish move, Righto. You should have shown it then before it was too late. It's been a long battle. We got him now, though. But the moment of truth has finally arrived. As long as I don't mess up here, victory is mine. Now we can show the evidence. Because he admitted to hiding the evidence, so I could not have fabricated it. Let's show it. Your Honor, I do have evidence to present now. Alright then, let's see how conclusive this evidence is. The evidence that shows who actually murdered the prosecutor. He admitted to hiding it now, so we know this was him. Let me verify this once more. On that day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest. Oh yes. At last you finally brought it out in the open. There's a handprint on this piece of cloth. Your Honor, the prosecution requests that it be immediately sent to the lab for analysis. That handprint on the leather. There must have been a strong impact for it to be left so clearly. You mean? It could not have been forged. This must be authentic, conclusive evidence. Uh-oh. Ho ho ho! You're as slow in the uptake as ever, Worthy. What? Think about it. Righto had all this time to present this evidence. Yet he was reluctant to do so. Why would that be? You mean you already know? You know his fingerprints are on that? Mr. Wright, do you really know? How does she not know? Why did she not ask when he did it? Whoever those fingerprints belong to must be the real murderer. Whose fingerprints are they? Very well. I'll tell you. It should be okay now. Everything's proceeding as predicted. The person to whom these fingerprints belong to is... Boom, 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 boom. Take that! Emma. Emma Sky. What? They're mine? I'm sorry, Emma. But why? Why didn't you tell me? Oh ho ho ho, you're really something, Righto. You knew this girl did it all along, and you still try to pin the murder on me.
Like how
So it's
would
true.
they know you lied? Tragic,
But true. I know, they don't. This girl really did shove Prosecutor Marshall to his death. Hold it! How could you? You monster, Miss Sky. You knew whose fingerprints those were yet all along, yet you acted like she really didn't. Miss Sky, it's not over yet. What? I said this trial isn't over yet. Ha, but I'm afraid it's over, boy. Not only this trial, but your career, too. He was ready to quit anyway. You purposely concealed this conclusive evidence. That, my friend, is a serious offense. I'm looking forward to pressing charges after the defendant is convicted. I'll have your badge, boy. What's the matter? Cat got your tongue? Aren't you going to tell us how it feels? How it feels to be the one who single-handedly turned a poor little girl into a murderer? Before I do that, there's just one little thing I have to clear up. Oh, and what's that? Who really killed Prosecutor Neil Marshall? What? Chief Gant, you are absolutely right. This piece of cloth proves who the real murderer is. Who killed Neil Marshall, you ask? It was Emma Sky, wasn't it? I'm afraid that's not possible. She was unconscious. He planted her hand on the suit to make it look like it was her. Complicit! That's it. You see, this piece of cloth contains a critical contradiction. What? A contradiction. What is this fool babbling about? I'm talking about the contradiction, one that proves who the real killer is. He's suited up and ready to go. I see him with his gloves. Mr. Wright, this piece of cloth, what could it possibly contradict? Chief Gant, your tyrannical reign ends here. Behold, this piece of evidence that contradicts this cloth. Oof. Oof. What's the shape? Okay. And what does it look like here? Is her hand like upside down? I think her hand is probably upside down. So it doesn't make any sense. So it's cut here. Think smarter. Huh. How about I think dumber? All right. Oh. It was. Oh. Oh, I see. Blood. There's blood here, but none on the cloth. We can just show the picture, I think. And what exactly is this supposed to be? This is the picture Miss Guy took. Take a good look at it. See where the piece of his vest was cut out? Yes, his shirt is showing underneath. Hard to make out with all the blood on his vest, though. That's the point. Exactly my point. His chest is soaked in blood. That's only natural. His lungs, no doubt, were punctured. Blood poured out of his mouth. Oh, but that piece of cloth. Even the judge is putting it together. Wait, there's no blood on it. Since Emma Sky's fingerprints are on this cloth, there's no doubt that she shoved the prosecutor aside. However, Mr. Marshall was not impaled on the sword at that time. No, this is nonsense. Now then, Chief Gant, let me ask you something. Prosecutor Marshall was not impaled when he was shoved aside. He most likely hit his head on the ground and was knocked out. Little girl knocked out 2 people with 1 push. That's actually incredible. If so, then tell me, who could it have been? Who could have arrived at the scene before Miss Lana Skye? Picked up the unconscious prosecutor and impaled him on the armored sword. Yeah. Who? To make it look like Emma was responsible for the prosecutor's death. Said person proceeded to write her name on the jar with the victim's blood. His motive. His motive? Well, he wanted a puppet. A puppet chief prosecutor. But why does he want a puppet chief prosecutor? I don't know, he's a selfish asshole that wants all the power in the world. He wants to be known as the best. He's just a psychopath or egomaniac, one of these things. A jar they then broke on purpose to leave behind a clue. And make Lana believe her sister did it. Remember what you admitted only moments ago? That you personally cut out the bloodless piece of the victim's vest? Ironic, isn't it? Through the very act of creating insurance, you proved that you were the actual murderer. No! It's finally all over. He looks like Superman getting struck by lightning. Objection. Heh. A psychopath is someone that doesn't feel like emotions towards general emotions. I think they still do get like angry and stuff, but usually they're very self-centered and everything's always about them. And they pretend to emotionally connect with other people, but in the end they just want to use them. That's how I understand it. But they're like they can be very terrible to other people. Be very indifferent to like bad things happening to them or killing them. I don't know. Difference between sociopath. Okay. There we go. Just one more letter. Okay. Sociopaths and psychopaths both display challenging behaviors but differ significantly. Sociopaths tend to be impulsive and struggle to form stable relationships due to their volatile nature, while psychopaths, known for their manipulative tendencies, pose dangers due to profound lack of empathy and remorse. Yeah. So I guess they're kind of similar in the way that one is calculating and one is impulsive. No, they are different. Like a psychopath is calculating and a sociopath is impulsive. I think that's like the one of the key differences. I think. I mean, I'm not a psychiatrist, so lack of guilt, remorse, empathy. Lack of remorse, but guilt and empathy may be present in some cases. Okay, so they might have some guilt and empathy, but there's a lack of remorse. Pretending to feel emotions. Some emotions are felt, rage, but shallow, fleeting. Pretending to feel emotions. Inability to form true emotional attachments. May form close attachments to. So, sociopath is like one step removed from a psychopath, is what it sounds like. Nice, so I'm not a sociopath. Oh, does that mean you're a psychopath? Tend to be successful. Dishonesty. Manipulative behavior, narcissism, and superficial charm. What was it? There was a movie based on a psychopath. Oh, American Psychopath, I think. Is that what it was? They don't use these terms anymore anyway. Yeah, terms always changing. It's confusing. Many movies. I remember there was like a business card scene that was kind of funny. American Sociopath. Consistent irresponsibility, a repeated violation of law, constant lying and deception, aggressive and reckless. Yeah, it just sounds like a reckless psychopath that feels a little more emotions, is what sociopath sounds like. All right. Oh, that was close, Ryder. You almost had me. He's still sweating. Sorry. Well, you have to do better than that. I refute your allegations. Yeah, American Psycho is the name of the movie. What do you mean you refute his allegations? You see, that piece of cloth is illegal evidence. Nope. Not anymore, it isn't. Order, what nonsense is this? Legal evidence cannot be used to convict a suspect. Remember, Aji. Earlier, old Rido here concealed that piece of cloth. So then, what's your excuse, Rido? You have some conclusive evidence, don't you? Your Honor, I don't have any evidence I can present at this point in time. Well, that's true. The defense did refuse to present evidence. At that moment, that piece of cloth ceased to be legal evidence. But that's not fair. Ho 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 ho. Did you actually think you could best me in a court? It looks like the last laugh's on you, son. You're extended for later watch list? I'm afraid Mr. Gann's claim is legally correct. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, true. Legal evidence cannot be used to convict a person. Assuming, of course, that the evidence is indeed illegal. Well, Mr. Wright? We show the book. Seems at last we use the book. Time for me to reveal my plan has finally arrived. his plan. He read the book. Mr. Wright, do you admit to it? The purposely and illegal concealed this piece of evidence? I did not. I did not because it wasn't relevant yet. I admit, I refused to present it at one point. Aha, so the evidence is illegal. Objection! No, it isn't, Mr. Gant. It wasn't relevant yet. Ah. It's not that I didn't present evidence then, it's that I couldn't. What do you mean you couldn't? There are certain procedures involved when presenting evidence. This is Rule 2, baby. No, Edgy, don't listen to his lies. He's nothing but a coward you can't believe. There is only one issue left to be resolved in this trial. Is his evidence legal or not? Very well, let us settle this once and for all. Earlier you refused to present evidence. If you can prove your conduct was not in violation of the law, then do so now. Well, we bring out the book. This is useful in more than one way. Unregistered evidence must be relevant to the case on trial. It was relevant because he mentioned it. I mean, it was already brought up too. They can't, to be honest, I don't think they can bring this up after the point, right? Like, it's already been presented. If they were going to deny it, then they would have denied it then. But they didn't deny it, so it became legal at that point, I would think. You can't backtrack. All right, so you incriminated him by producing this evidence, and we accepted it, but now that he's questioning it, we're going to take it back and say it's illegal evidence. You don't do that. I don't think that doesn't make any sense. This is my proof, Your Honor. Evidence law. What's this? I've done my homework too, Chief. Indeed, Emma Sky's fingerprint were on this piece of cloth. However, that's right. He had raspy for a second. At that point in time, this was merely a piece of cloth, nothing more. What? You see, it's written right here in this book. The second rule of evidence law. Rule number 1, evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. I found this piece of evidence myself inside your safe. It goes without saying, I did not have approval from the police department. Streams are not helping your son in insomnia. Probably not. Unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Go to sleep. And here's the crux of the matter. You see, at the time it was impossible for me to prove the relevance between your cloth and the SL9 incident. What kind of nonsense is this? You want relevancy? Just take one look at this picture and... Sorry, but can you recall when was that picture presented? That was shown only a few moments ago. No! He's right. At the beginning of today's trial. That piece of cloth was still meaningless. The person who gave it value as evidence was you, Damon Gant. You yourself confessed to a certain truth. I know, the current trial has not been talked about at all. It's just trying to incriminate somebody else the whole time. Let me verify this once more. On the day of the crime, you personally cut out this piece of the victim's vest. Oh, yes. No! It was then that you approved this cloth as conclusive evidence. Yes, you, the chief of police, personally approved this cloth. The only person who could have cut this from the victim's vest is the one who stood before Prosecutor Marshall in his final moments. In other words, the real murderer. And there's only one person who that can be. Damon Gant, the killer was you. Oh my god. Oh my god, he's going crazy. I knew I should have gotten rid of him. So I think he falls under the sociopath one. He definitely has a lot of emotions. That good-for-nothing scum. 2 years he's been snooping around the department trying to get something on me. Crimes are being committed every day, yet he insisted on hounding me. Well, your client wasn't exactly petty. He wanted to reinvestigate the case. He recruited Angel Star, then convinced Bruce Goodman. Detective Goodman? Yeah, that's right. If the evidence is transferred, I'll lose my only chance to find out the truth. Please, you've got to help me. Goodman turned him down, as he ought to. You have an urge for a burrito at midnight. That's the midnight munchies. Still, Jake Marshall didn't know when to quit. He stole Goodman's ID card and tried to take the evidence. Goodman came to me that day. He wanted to file a lost item report. I went with him to the evidence room. Then all of a sudden he decided to speak out. What are you talking about, Goodman? Can you please reopen the investigation, Chief? We can't transfer the evidence out. There are too many questions left unanswered. So he did the spontaneous murder. He opened his evidence locker. As he was taking the evidence out, he said, "It's not too late. I'm gonna hand this all over to Marshall." Well, to be honest, I was a bit taken aback by his words. I had a bad feeling when he came to see me, but I never thought he'd bring up SL9. That's when I saw it, the accursed knife. I couldn't just pull it out. Doing so would have only led to more blood, making it near impossible to hide your crime. Even so, the blood was just pouring out. I didn't know who might stumble in, so I hurried to wipe it up. It was worrying so much about the floor, I didn't realize my fatal mistake. The bloody handprint on Detective Gumshoe's locker. I used to be known as the crime computer. But everyone has started somewhere, I guess. I was just too nervous. I had no business doing any of it. Then you put the body in my car? I'm sorry, I couldn't think of any other way to move the body. I broke your trunk, but what's the big deal? You make a lot more than us detectives ever will. Grr. Leaving the prosecutor's car aside. How? How could you get Miss Sky involved in all this? Well, she had much to lose as I did if the truth came out. So you took the evidence from Detective Goodman's locker. I felt bad for having to do it. I also didn't have time to pick and choose what to take. So, you left the jar of fragments and the glove. Yeah. It looks like I was better off being an investigator of crimes than a committer. Marshall is guilty for identity fraud, petty theft, concealing evidence, technically Lana Sky, lying while under oath, fabrication of evidence, Gant, murder, evidence forgery, concealing evidence, blackmail, murder. Yeah, we got a lot of guilty stuff coming out. They all did their best to get in my way. I've got to hand it to them. They did their jobs well, much to my dismay. Fake evidence doesn't hold up very well upon close examination. You must have known that. That would be worthy. Why do you stand in court? Me? You despise criminals. I can feel it. You and me. We're the same. One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you try to go it alone. Phoenix writes guilt is presenting badge at local lunch lady. Well, looks like it's time to say goodbye. Oh, Udgy. What? Looks like we'll have to cancel that lunch date. Sorry, old friend. I'm sorry too, David Gant. I knew you as you used to be long ago. You were once a fine investigator and an example to others on the force. I'm sorry to learn that you are no longer that person. Those days are gone now, Edgy. Thanks for the memories, though. Don't worry, you'll be fine. Now you have Righto here. He's too senile to smack the hammer. Gotta smack that gavel. And Worthy. With these two around, you can't go wrong. In fact, I can hear them already. The melodious sounds of a new beginning. There are two things I want you to understand. Yes. First, your sister never hurt anyone. Second, Damon Gant betrayed you from the beginning. You see, Miss Sky, you no longer have any reason to keep silent. You're right. When this trial is over, I'll tell everything. All that I've done these past 2 years, from the time I had Gant help me to forge evidence up until today. Oh, that might be worse. So, it seems all the questions raised in this trial have been answered. I'm sorry, Miss Sky. I couldn't get you out of all your trouble. My, what high standards you have for a rookie. I can see why Mia thought so highly of you. Who knows, a few years from now, you just might make it to the top. Evidence forgery is greater than murder. I mean, it could be, right? How much evidence forgery did she do? Because, you know, if she did it like 1,000 times, then that's probably a life sentence. I'll you my thanks, Mr. Wright. Miss Sky. And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You've suffered every bit as much as I over these past few days. Believe me, I know how much of an ordeal it's been for you. That was nothing. Liar. I was worried about the pressure might break you. And yet, you rose above it all and guided Mr. Wright to victory. You've done well, Mr. Edgeworth. Stop it. I only did my job. Well, your job was to prosecute. You defended. Well, you prosecuted somebody else, I guess. In light of this case, it seems a good self-examining is in order for all of us. Miss Sky. Yes, Your Honor. You are innocent of murder. However, although Chief blackmailed you, the fact is you still acted as its accomplice. A trial will be scheduled for these crimes at a later date. Yes, I understand, Your Honor. Is there something amusing about all this? Why are you smiling? It's been a long time, Your Honor. A long time since I felt free of these heavy chains. Well, this trial has gone on for far too long already. Hey, give me 1 second. Alright. Regarding the charge of murder, this court finds the defendant, Ms. Lana Sky, not guilty. Everyone's just celebrating. You're all pissed before. That is all. This court is adjourned. February 25th, 5:03 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 2. At long last, it's finally over. Emma. Why the long face? You a horse? I'm sorry your sister didn't get completely off the hook. But at least she wasn't convicted for the murder she didn't commit. No, that's not it. Just now, after the trial ended. I can see why Mia Faye thought so highly of you. Oh, my thanks, Mr. Wright. And to you too, Mr. Edgeworth. You suffered every bit. Okay, we just read this. Come on. You know, I did my best too. But Lana didn't say a single word to me. Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. Sad face. Wait, Detective Gumshoe, what is it? Always interrupting. You're doing this on purpose, aren't you? Making a detective run around while on duty. And top it off, you called me here. I've seen happier people at funerals. Hey, lighten up, pals. I'm only kidding. Oh, are you here because of my sister again? Nope, not this time. I came today because of you, pal. Me? That's right. I thought you'd like to see someone. Lana. Should you be doing this? She's still under arrest, you know. Well, I won't tell if you won't. You want to sleep now? Alright, Brad. I'll see you later. Good night. Emma, I owe you an apology. It's okay, sis. Don't worry about it. That day, 2 years ago. It was the first time in my life I ever panicked. It was all I could do to keep myself from screaming. All I could think about was keeping you from getting wrapped up in that mess. Sis, I asked Gant to help me cover up the truth. I thought I was doing it for your sake, but now I realize I was wrong. I changed after that day. I had to. It was the only way I could make it through the past 2 years. I knew how much I was hurting you by distancing myself, but I couldn't bring myself to tell you what I did. I was scared. Scared that you'd look at me with those eyes of yours. I was scared of how you'd react if you knew. But sis, you were only doing it for me. No. Huh? I turned my back on you that day. In hiding what I believed to be the truth, I was deceiving you. Sis, I'm such a fool. It took me all this time to realize it. Emma, I'm so sorry. But sis, you don't have to apologize. I'm happy now. You're happy? Of course. You know, sis, I always knew that one day you'd come back. And now you have. She put on her glasses. Nerd. Oh, Emma. Aw. No one can change the past. The only thing we can do is strive to make up for our mistakes. Why must we make up for our mistakes, you ask? Because in doing so, we can find the way back to our rightful path. And it is from there we can move on to a brighter future. At least that's what I felt watching those two sisters make up. Mr. Right, Mr. Gumshoe? Me? I thought you went to sleep. You just had a win, didn't you? Thank you both for all you've done. I'm sure we'll meet again someday. Isn't that right, Edgeworth? Edgeworth? Stop hiding and come over here. He's hiding. Little snake. Later, Brad.
Who is Phoenix saying this to?
For real. He's breaking the fourth wall. I just came to say hi. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Right. Well, I'll be going now. Look at this introvert. Mr. Edgeworth, I hope you don't blame yourself for what happened. We're the ones who acted corruptly, not you. Edgy, it's too late for me. No matter what anyone may say, I realize today that I can't correct my mistakes. Mr. Edgeworth, not only that, but I don't even trust myself anymore. He's being emo. Chief Gant was right. You despise criminals. I can feel it, and you and me, we're the same. One day you'll understand. Oh, believe me, you will. You're just one man. You'll see what it really takes to bring them down once you go at it alone. I do despise criminals. I plan to dedicate my entire life to fighting them. But in order to fight crime of my own, I'd need a weapon. It's scary, but I've known that to be true for quite some time now. But Edgeworth, who knows? Given enough time, I might have tried to pull something like Chief Gant did. That thought terrifies me. That's why I can't continue on as a prosecutor. Edgeworth, don't you understand? Damon Gant and your mentor, Manfred von Karma. All these big influences in his life are all scams. We're both the best of the best when it came to fighting crime, but they both made the same mistake. You said in order to fight crime on my own, I'd need a weapon. That may be true, but think back to today's trial. You weren't alone. Aw, you were working together with Mr. Wright. You were just fighting for the truth. That's it. And because of that partnership, you were able to present evidence that otherwise would have gone undiscovered. Isn't that right, Mr. Wright? Huh? What? Oh, yeah. What is this? A pop quiz? Come on, Wright. Show him what Lana's talking about. Evidence, huh? Something that neither Edgeworth or I would have been able to find on our own. The attorney's badge. This is it. I mean, metaphorically, this is what they're talking about, right? Take that! That might mean something to you, but I don't see how it had anything to do with our partnership, huh? Mr. Wright, it seems you still have a lot to learn as well. I guess that wasn't the right piece of evidence. Oh, it's time for me to go. Wait, did I mess up? Oh no, Mr. Edgeworth. If you'll excuse me, there are still some loose ends I need wrapping up. Take care, Chief Prosecutor. Oh man, I messed that up. Edgeworth, what will you do now? Well, whatever you do, just remember, you can let what happened to kill the prosecutor in you, or you can let it help you grow.
Man messed up the nice part.
Oh. I'm just gonna make an extra save. I know, it seems I owe you my thanks too, right? What I face now is my problem. I want to see what happens. Edgeworth, I'll be waiting for you in court. Farewell. I better be going too. Okay. I'll be by soon. It seems we both have a lot to do to learn and catching up to do. Here, this is a little something for you. Scientific investigation. It's the first book I ever bought. Study it well. Thanks, sis. I will. A soft smile of a nice cold lady. And so another case came to a close. As for sisters, I have faith. Faith that their lives have only just begun. And as for me, I think it's time I started a new journey of my own. A journey to rediscover myself. Oh,
No, she going to prison.
She going to prison, yeah. Well, don't go trekking off just yet, pal. Huh? What is it, detective? There's just a little matter to be resolved about the chief prosecutor. You see, she isn't supposed to be out of jail like this. But I thought you said it was okay. Yeah, well, maybe okay with me, but the folks at the prison are a different story, huh? Basically, I had to bribe a guard in order to sneak her out for 30 minutes. Believe me, it wasn't cheap either. Huh? Way to go, detective. I didn't know you had a wild side. Yeah, well, haha. You see, Mr. Wright here is the one who will be footing the bill. Huh? What, you think I could afford it with my salary? You gotta be kidding me, pal. Huh? Thank you, Mr. Wright. You're the best. Why is it? I suddenly feel like I want to scream. Hey, I got an idea. Why don't we all go pay it off together? Yeah, that's a great idea. Come on. Let's go. Objection! Nice. Just threw an objection out there right at the end. I arranged for a friend of mine in Europe to take care of
Bribing
Emma.
guard's nice.
Hope she'd be pleased to study her under a top coroner. As for me, this affair has pretty much ended my days at the prosecutor's office. Still, I managed to find my way back to the field somehow. Then, I'll be able to investigate crimes together with Emma. Text is auto-advancing. I guess she's not going away for that long. There he is, the man in question. Yikes, I thought I was a goner there for a moment in the end, though. They overlooked my unauthorized investigation of the chief's office. If we penalize you anymore, it would be worse than firing you. Yeah, that's what they said. It goes to show you can't shake me off that easily.
It has to be quite a while considering future games.
God damn. We finally got to the end of it. After that soft lock yesterday, oh man. Oh no, not this guy. My new mission is to guard the main entrance and take care of Billy. Can you believe it? I've been demoted to a security guard. My partner is keeping an eye on the entrance for me today. I'll show them though. Someday I'm going to make detective. No, not this guy. Yes, sir. Then I can be just like Dick Gumshoe. You don't want to be like Dick Gumshoe. See, he's already aiming in the wrong direction. Boom, boom, boom. There it is. The man in question. He has a handprint on his face, by the way.
Nice. Now when justice for all.
Justice for all the next one? I don't know. I know for certain. I probably need to stray away from this for a little bit. What is it? Can't you see I'm having me a showdown with the... This star managed to sneak this in for me, seeing she's one of the guards, it seems. Well, cowboy, it looks like you did it. You even gave Bambina back a smile. Can you make sure Billy and the gang get their water? My god, the text is auto-advancing. I need to read it fast. Boom, 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 boom. We won't be seeing each other for a while. As a farewell gift, I put a new meal on the menu, the right way lunch. The top lawyers taste as bitter as defeat, but the bottom lawyers as sweet as victory. Kids seem to dig the turnabout theme, but it's a hot seller around exam time. Just make sure not to eat it backwards. Yeah, it feels like it's like not the best stream game, but it's fun. It's a bit of I think like there's not too much discoverability for my channel with this one. I'll never forget what that young defense lawyer said after the trial. Let's see, what was his name again? Mr. Left. Anyway, he said he's been doing her something or
Probably not yet.
other for how many years? Well, anyway, I've got another trial. So, oh no, I forgot my gavel. Sorry, I gotta go. I think if I do more Ace Attorney, it'll probably be like in smaller chunks. So like if I did the next one, it'd be a chapter at a time. So I'd do like a chapter, finish it, then do something else, then come back to it and do another chapter. I think it'll be like that kind of thing. That might make the most sense. Ah, nothing like the Sousa Soul, like fresh country air. Still, sometimes I do miss hearing you and your objection. Still, I can't go back until I'm a full-fledged spirit medium. Yeah, we need to see more Mia. Mystic Maya. Afternoon train's about to begin. Coming. Well, see you around, Nick. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Miho. Oh. Why is the dog barking? Oh no. I can't pause it. God damn it. There we go. Why are you barking? You're gonna wake everyone up. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Thanks for coming to see me off. I can't believe I'm going to Europe. Thank you, Mr. Wright.
Justice
you so
for
much
all
for
has
everything.
mixed opinions, but an epic last case.
Oh yeah, I'm a little sad, but whenever I want to see Lana, all I have to do is open this book. Whenever. Why are you barking, little one? Is there a picture inside? Try to open it up. There's a picture inside. Oh, it's an envelope. Yep, with a picture. Aw. Cute. Objection! Complicit! There we go. We cleared the chapter. We've done it. We've actually done it. Toby Fox. Release in 10 minutes. Okay. Let's get the scene. We need the scene, right? We can just kind of jump through the dialogue. We're the greatest. We are the greatest. Objection! Hey, gamer. We show the book. Oh no! Rule 2, baby. Take that! There we go. That was a long stream they were having yesterday with Hypnotic. Jeez. They do the full 24 hours? I had to go off. I actually ended up going to sleep, which is pretty funny. I couldn't outlast their stream. Look at this gorilla. Look at this guy. He's like 26, goddamn. That's crazy. Covino's still going? Really? When I checked last night, though, he was so tired already. That was like 12 hours ago. 12 hours ago, he was super tired. How is that possible? That's ridiculous. He got the second wind? Hey, well, if he's still going, we'll do a raid on him. Because we're going to be going off soon anyway. We joke he took a nap on it. He probably did, alright? He's, you know... You're dropping a fat one, and then... all of a sudden... he wakes up and it's 15 minutes later. Hey, Questley, holy shit, I haven't seen you in a hot while. How's it going? You back from your vacation? He came back rested? I've fallen asleep on the toilet once. Like, when I was young. Like, I actually did fall asleep while sitting on the toilet. I don't know how it happened, but it's just, you know. It's one of those things. So, it's definitely possible. I wasn't that worried. I knew he was fine. I'm more worried about Pseudo. Pseudo's the one that vanished. Just kind of chilling today? Oh, you got jet lag? You're on that reverse time zone right now. There we go. Not guilty. There we go. Get us out of here. Oh my god, that was a lot of text to go through. Alright, we just had a... We have to get the good ending with Edgy, boy. The travel time yesterday, very tired. Pseudo protested the internet since big streamer daddy Questley left. For real, I feel like that's what happened. I think Pseudo was getting back like right when he left too. The timing does match up. It does match up. This may be a valid claim. You should drop a message in the Discord. Hey Pseudo, Questley's back. You can come back now. I mean, I have him added on Steam. He does pop on every so often, but I do remember him saying something about his girlfriend also having access to his Steam account. So I don't know. There's the hug. Aww, so cute. Might just hit him up and see what's wrong. You would never let anybody have access to your account? Yeah, that sounds a little sus. What kind of games you playing? You have a few games we don't talk about here. Self-reveal. Objection. Alright, let's see what he got to say. This guy's being edgy. He's being edgy again. You don't have any sus games? Oh, did you refund them all? I would buy those on my main account, I don't care. Yeah, like, every so often I see a sus game pop in the feed. I'm like, why is this popping up? It's like, can't kids go on here? It's just like, they just see like, okay, yep, here we go. Alright, what is the evidence that brought us together? Something Edgeworth and I wouldn't have been able to find on our own. What's this last piece? I mean, this is the, you can't ignore part of the market. I guess it's true. It's a valid claim. I think I did too. Let's be real. We have to know everything they're selling. Yeah, I do. Screw it. You can just tell me what it is. At this point, I don't really care. It doesn't really matter too much. I mean, the only thing I can think of is a shield. This one, the King Prosecutor Trophy. Because he helped me understand the story behind it, and I helped him understand that the guy got stabbed by the piece of... Oh wait, it was this. This. The paper. Evidence list. Take that! That's the picture I drew. Our counterattack began with this. You had one half of the evidence list, and I had the other half. We're a perfect match made in heaven. No good game with sus content? That's where we open up the market. We gotta make one. Apart, we wouldn't have been able to completely be able to restore Emma's picture. That didn't just happen by chance, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh, he's about to cry. Look at those eyebrows. It's time for me to go. Mr. Edgeworth, if you'll excuse me. There's still some loose ends I need wrapping up. Take care, Chief Prosecutor. Okay, so I mean like... Edgeworth, what will you do now? Well, whatever you do, just remember, you can let what happened kill the prosecutor in you, or you can let it help you grow. And then it's up to you. I know, it seems I owe you my thanks too, right? But what I face now is my problem. It feels weird when he smiles, like it seems so unnatural. I'll be waiting for you in court. Farewell. It's so weird. A wedding witch as a competent game with sus? Hold on. We gotta look this up. Okay. I think we did it. Okay. We finished. Alright, cool. So we saw the piece that we missed before. Are we about to get banned? Okay. And it has gameplay elements. Okay. Jesus Christ, chiseled. Can I get a buff Suki? Holy shit. Where's Buff Suki? Buff Suki, where are you? Where's Buff Suki? It's a Vampire Survivor clone? Oh no. I get sucked into these real bad. Was it just Buff Suki, I think? Oh, I think I have a command for this. Because he has a list. Hold on. We got this one. Buff Suki. There she is. All right. We just had to pop her out for a second. It's actually ridiculous. The Vampire Survivor clone. And it has trees. Oh my god. You know what? This actually might not be a bad game, but I can't do it. I just can't do it. I can't be found to this. All right. I just can't be. All right. I think we are done with this. For the Godot thing, I was working on a little bit yesterday off stream. And the funny thing is, it's actually a little cool now. I'm closing stream avatars. The wife allowed it. Game Grumps and the wife allowed it, yeah. So we spawn in there. There we go. We're making our own stream avatars. I need to actually do the avatar part, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. Gravity 0. Jump. There we go. And just like that. Set the gravity to 0 and jumped. Dump. That could be a command. I could just have it leave a turret on the floor. Oh, is it case sensitive? It might be case sensitive. I think, oh, it's case sensitive. Okay. Interesting. I didn't know this. Yeah, I mean, like, you know. Steamed avatars. And we do got something. Some would call this a feature. Some would actually call this a feature, all right? I cleaned it up a little bit. I don't know what the conventions are in Godot, but you know, this feels a little cleaner now. I made a little add avatar command in addition to add command. It takes a callable, and then it's a little weird, but it's like a little proxy between, because I always need to check if the avatar exists before running the command. So it's kind of, gravity is not a number. This isn't JavaScript, all right? This isn't JavaScript. What are you talking about? Just trying to parse it to a float, and it fails, so you get nothing. That's what you get. You get a lot of nothing. Gravity minus 5. Boonk. Gravity infinity. Then I'm officially floating on the ceiling. Gravity 100. Oh! We can't even jump because we're too fat. Okay, gravity 5. This is like the hyperbolic time chamber. Or with a... Doesn't it have like increased gravity inside? Or it's when Goku's flying a Namek. We've increased the gravity strength. He can't fly very high. Yeah, anyway. What the hell did I change? Oh, yeah. What else changed? Okay. We can do that. We'll just say make gravity, set gravity by float. I guess we'll do that. There we go. And we're good to go. All right, let's do
Where am I?
Where are you? I don't know, where are you? Where the hell'd you go? Wait, did you do like a really high move speed? No. Oh, you broke through the floor. There we go. Yeah. Hold on. Let's find him. That one's me. That gamer, Big Ed. Big Ed's coordinates are. Yep. Look at this. You're just falling. You're falling. That's all you're doing. Okay. I should probably thank you for testing out gravity for me. You made me realize that I need to put a limit on it. Imagine that. Um, Gravity multiplier. Export bar. We'll just say gravity max. Yeah. I think it'll be fine. Flow equals 5. I don't think it doesn't make sense to have it any less, right? I think. Do -5. Set gravity. Okay. Equals. And what was was it a clamp? Clamp? Clamp F? Ah, clamp F. Okay. Value is the percentage. And then we have gravity min or just oops, I'll just do gravity max. Ah, learn to type. Jesus Christ, man. Okay. Yep. And then it should just work. We'll restart it. Boom, boom, boom. Gravity. Just put a bunch of stuff there. There we go. Yeah, okay, cool. My little space boots. Whoa. Yep, that's cool. That just kind of works. Okay, equals, yep. So we'll just set that one. And we'll say the change was clamp min max gravity. Clamp. Why am I saying clam? Right? I think that should be it. Okay. Okay, we're good. Push this. All right, let's go do a raid. Oh, yeah. Anyway, we got it. Let's do a raid. Following. Primogen. Complicit. God damn it. No, you're complicit. Wait, isn't Covino on? I'm pretty sure I'm following him. The hell? Oh, he ended. Damn. Oh. The Primogen is going. And I guess we don't expect Hypnotic to be going. Screw it, we'll raid the Primogen. All right. I'll see you guys later. Primogen's awesome. All right. See you guys later. Peace.